for revision. And somewhere in between our school exams, we are also going to write our own exam. So feel that we should reduce the pressure a little bit for the week. So what I want to quickly talk to us about today, conclusion of the whole matter, are the basic leadership skills that every leader needs to develop. And it will be an interactive class, so to say. So based on what we have learned so far, for those who are with us and we were here when we taught on the roles and responsibilities of a leader, you can go back and check your notes in 1 minute. And based on those roles, and Rose, have you sent that material to Paul? Is he ready? He's not ready yet. Okay. All right. So, because the note for that is ready, the roles and responsibilities of a leader. Now, if there are roles and responsibilities a leader is supposed to take up, then there are certain skills that are needed by that leader to be able to play that role. Isn't it so? So quickly we are going to look at the roles and responsibilities of every leader. Sorry, I said roles. Skills that is needed by every leader. Basic skills that is needed. Based on what you have learned so far, leader needs to develop this skill to be able to do this. The leader needs to develop this skill to be able to do all of that. So who can begin to tell me one or two basic leadership skills that is important for us to develop? Somebody from the choir. Yeah, Beatrice. All right, that is very key. So that's number one, planning and organizing skill. You must be able to plan and you must be able to do what? Organize. You must be able to organize. If you are not able to organize and put things where they are supposed to be, events where they are supposed to be, meetings when they are supposed to be, you will really not have results. You will have a lot of time, you will have a lot of resources, but you would not have a lot of what? Results. All right, that's good. Another one. Yeah. Communication skill. That keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming again. And there is no way a leader can shy away from communication. Hello? Now, what I'm saying, why I decided to take this class today is that sometimes when we attend leadership training and we finish a cohort and want to write the exam, there is every tendency for us to think that we have learned that. We have learned this level of leadership. But it is every leadership training, every training you go for, what it actually does to you is that it opens your eyes to areas of your ignorance, the areas of your incapacities, so that you can build capacity in that area, you can develop competency in that area. Every training that you go for should actually expose you to other things you need to learn. So all these key points we are mentioning, they are things that you must deliberately improve upon. They are things that you must deliberately learn. The first one is what? Planning and organizing. The second one is what? I didn't hear you. Communication skill. Yes. Number 3. Survival skill. Okay. I'll help you capture it in a better way. So you should have adaptability quotient. Your adaptability quotient should be high. Ability to adapt. That's to be flexible. Because I took a class yesterday at Money Leadership Academy and I was telling them that almost all the time in life, there is a graph you plot for yourself. I will do primary school for 6 years or 10 years. By 10 years old, I should have entered JS1. Then JS1, I'll spend 5 years. By 15 years old, I should finish secondary school. Then by that same 15, give and take 16, I should enter year 1. Then by 16, enter year 1. By 20, I should be a graduate. By 23, I should be done with my master's. By 30, I should have my PhD. That's if you don't do it like that, you don't have plans. So you should have plans and draw those kind of graph. But the reality is that you may write JAMB 4 times before you finally get it. Yes. In fact, it may be the year that you study so hard for JAMB that the score comes down. The year you just stroll into the exam hall, that year you have good score. And it keeps going and going. Then you get the admission, then the ASU strike came, COVID came, and gave you extra 2 years. And the year you thought you should be done with your masters, you are still doing your final year projects. So in the midst of that, when what you plan is not going as you plan, if you don't have this other skill, you will fickle out. You will just get frustrated. And it happens to many people. You get in a leadership position and how they thought it will go is not going. So instead of them to now adapt, adjust themselves, they just sink into depression. They just sink into sadness and just abandon it. No more energy to push ahead. So it's a very crucial skill every leader must have. Yeah. Next. Handling. Yeah. Time management skills. You must be able to manage your time, even though there is nothing like time management but self-management. Because 24 hours will be 24 hours. It is how you manage yourself within that 24 hours that is actually the challenge. But let's still keep it at what? Time management. Yes, that's crucial. I thought everybody's hand should be up. Yeah, listening skill, which is also a branch of communication. Leaders must learn how to listen. How to listen. Because it is from listening that you have awareness. It is from listening you understand what is happening. It is by listening you can benefit from feedback. Some people may even give you feedback, but you were hearing and not what? Listening. You didn't pay attention to the details of that conversation to be able to make the right moves and make the right decision. Yes, another one. I almost said it. Creativity. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, you need to be creative. And this one, yeah, it's good, but I don't want us to get into that yet. Basic skill, yeah. Self-discipline. That is self-leadership. Anything self-discipline, all those things comes under self-leadership. Yes. Skills. What I mean skill, something you can skill. See, when we say this leader is better than this leader, you must go back to how we started. Some people believe that leaders are born. These people are just born leaders. But we have concluded that that is a myth. That leaders are not born. Even though some people may be born with certain leadership qualities. But those qualities and skills can be learned. It can be learned. It can be developed. It can be improved upon. So what are those things? Yes. You should be able to respond quickly to emergency situations. So we call that crisis management skill. Yeah. Yeah, people are going too fast. Basic, people are not telling me. So what skill does somebody need to represent this thing well? It is the skill we are looking now for now, because see, if you don't know the skill, you will not even know what to develop. Yes. We have not spoken. Yes. Human management skill. Human management is very broad. All this we are saying is even human management. Leadership is human management. So, what are the decision making? You must sharpen your decision making skills, and it begins with you, because the quality of your own personal decision will influence the kind of decision you make on behalf of other people. So always go back and check, what is the paradigm? What is the parameter with which I'm making my own decision? Improve your decision-making skill. Be able to make right decision at the snap of finger. Because in the journey of life, in the journey of leadership, you may have to make a decision on your toes right here now. And that decision will have far-reaching consequences on people. So you must learn how to make quick, good decisions. Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, another one. And so what do you need for oversight function? That's the function. What skill? Yeah, so a good leader must have good observational skill. You must be able to observe. You must be able to observe. Yes. Good. You must build emotional intelligence skill. It is a competence that can be built. It starts from self-awareness. So you must master the art of reflecting on yourself. Why did I react like that? Why did I do the things I'm doing? It makes you more intentional. So you can build emotion. That means somebody can be more emotional intelligent today than they were yesterday. Good one. Another one. Yes. I didn't hear you. That's not a skill. That is a quality. People should know the difference between skill. Skill, you can't learn transparency, so to say. Which school? It's a quality that you have to display. Yes. Okay, let me here. Relationship skills. Yes. You must be able to build relations. We call it social skills. It's under emotional intelligence. You must be able to build what? Social skills. Ability to relate with people. Ability to start up conversations with people. Ability to connect with strangers. Ability to meet someone. And there are many books you can read on that. How to win friends, relate to people, how to start a conversation with anybody. There are so many materials. Because if you don't know the skill you are looking for, you will not even know the right books to buy. Yes, next. Conflict resolution skill. They train people in conflict resolution. So you must be able to learn how to do what? Resolve conflict. These are the challenges you will face, and you must be able to have that skill. Yes. Critical thinking. Yes, you must be able to. Yes. Very, very important. Critical thinking skills will help you in what? Decision making. Yeah. It will help you even in problem solving. So problem solving is also a skill that you must develop. How to solve problems. Now that's why sometimes our education helps us to actually grow certain skills. Do you know that just learning mathematics, addition and subtraction gives you a particular level? When the teacher is now teaching you how to solve word problems, it engages your mind in a particular way of thinking that help you to solve real life situations. Many of us have the knowledge, but we have not transferred that knowledge to skills enough to be able to solve a problem. So that is, what did you call that again? Critical thinking skill. Very, very important. There are books you can read that will show you how to build critical thinking skill. Yeah, there's even one I wanted to hear. Nobody has it. Yeah? Innovation, creativity, all this. I just put it to one side. It's good to have the skills, but they are not basic enough. Yes. That person looking at the back, yes. Accountability is not a skill, it's a quality. Yes. Good coordination skill, yeah. That talks about planning and organizing. You said it already. Nobody has talked to me about delegation skills, which is very fundamental in building teams. Many people don't know how to delegate. So they have people, but they don't have results. They even have competent people, but they don't have results. So as long as they don't like your faith, they don't give you anything to do. They don't know how to delegate. And what are the basic delegation skills? Number one, you delegate according to people's skill sets. You delegate roles according to skill sets. So for instance, I have birds, I have fish, I have chicken, and I now delegate the birds to go and get something inside the water. You know that it will take a long time. It may still happen, But the bird will first of all learn how to fly, how to swim, which may take another 6 months if it will be possible. Then he now start entering the water. But if I tell a fish, go and get something at the seabed, before you know it's back. No stress. He does not even feel pressured because he's operating at his area of what? Strength. You also delegate your own weakness. Yes, you delegate your own weakness so that you can focus on what you can do. You delegate your weakness. Many people don't know that. Even people that employ people, you don't know that. Some people employ people who can do what they can do. Except you need multiplicity of that function. But you should employ somebody to do what you cannot do so that you can do what you can do. So that's another. Any other one? Everybody's hand is down now. Where is it? Talk now. Yeah? That is not a skill. It's a quality. You build trust over time so that they will be able to depend on you. You build trust over time, they'll be able to depend on you. Any other? Yes. Team building skill. One aspect of team building skill is what I just mentioned, which is what? Delegation. Because the idea of team is that, as we are saying that, today I'm thinking that, Unuyo needs to change. Unuyo needs to do this. We need to be tidy. Then people came and say, okay, how can we? I believe in what you are doing. People should not be dropping litters on the floor. By your vision and passion, you have been able to mobilize a community that wants to support you. But you may have them and not have results. Because you have not been able to build them into what? A team. The same way you can have broomsticks everywhere and the room is still dirty until you pack it together and it becomes what? A bunch of broom before you can be able to work. So that's why we're going to call it the day today. We're going to start our revision class next week.